Welcome to Full Plate Living. I'm glad you decided to become a member. My name is Amy and I'm here to help you get the most out of your membership. In this video, I'll share why eating enough fiber is so important and I'll show you how to get started eating more of it starting today. Here's the problem. Only 3% of Americans are eating enough fiber. This is a huge problem because fiber is the 5-letter F word that can transform the way you lose weight and keep it off. And fiber also plays a key role in lowering your risk for chronic diseases such as type 2 diabetes. This membership exists for one reason, and that's to help you eat enough fiber every meal, every day. You want to eat enough fiber because fiber helps make it easier to reclaim a healthy weight, as well as reduce your risk of cholesterol, heart disease, diabetes, and even some cancers. But it's not as easy as you might think to eat enough fiber. That's because fiber foods have been replaced with aisles of processed and convenient foods. And these foods are typically missing one ingredient: fiber. It's even harder to find recipes that have enough fiber in them anymore, and that's where the Full Plate membership comes in. A membership like this wouldn't have been needed 50 years ago like it is today. Let me explain. Most of us eat 21 meals every week, and if you're like the average American, most of these meals contain hardly any fiber. In fact, most Americans are lucky enough to eat 15 grams of fiber in a day. That's a problem because the amount of daily fiber that's needed for regaining good health and losing weight is 40 grams of fiber every day. And if you're like most Americans, only a few of your meals each week contain enough fiber. So a picture of your weekly meals might look like this. The role of the Full Plate membership is to help you get to the point where all of your meals have enough fiber stuffed in, around, and on top to help you accomplish your goal. So your ultimate goal with Full Plate is to eat 40 grams of fiber a day. And when you're eating 40 grams of fiber every day, your weight gradually goes back towards a healthier weight. Your energy and stamina return. Your doctor is pleasantly surprised when he checks your blood work next time. And your risk for diseases such as type 2 diabetes is drastically lowered. But tracking is complicated and not much fun, and that's why we've developed a rule of thumb that you can follow. It works because it's simple to understand and remember. We call it the 75% plate. Your goal at every meal is for 75% of your plate to be filled with high fiber foods. The 25% of your plate, seen here in blue, is reserved for low or no fiber foods like bread, chicken, or cheese, for example. Beverages and desserts also go in the 25% portion of the plate. Fruits, vegetables, beans, and cooked whole grains are the high fiber foods that go in the 75% part of the plate. These are foods like bananas, carrots, pinto beans, and brown rice. Your primary focus as a member is to master the art of filling 75% of your plate with naturally high fiber foods. With some time and a bit of effort, you'll get to where you're consistently eating 75% plate meals. Every meal, every day. And that's when the magic happens. But it takes time to accomplish this. It won't happen overnight. And that's why we offer this membership. You can have our support for as long as you need it. And speaking of support, now's a good time to explain how to use each feature of our membership. Every Sunday morning, you'll find a new edition of our member email in your inbox. The email is like a dashboard for what's coming up in the member community. It also serves as our home base to access every resource we offer within the membership. In every edition, here's what you'll find. First, I film a new video every week discussing how to make meals that help you eat a 75% plate. Meal planning is hard, so this video helps make the journey smoother. Every weekday, we share Full Plate approved recipes in our private Facebook group. They're also shared in your member email each Sunday with suggestions on ways you can make them into 75% plate meals. If you get stuck or have questions, join one of the small groups with Lonnie or Diana. They're great at troubleshooting any issue you may encounter. And keep your eye out for workshops that go deeper into topics. And if you attend them live, you can ask your own questions. If you're on Facebook, see and be inspired by what others are doing in the private Facebook community. So you might be wondering, why is eating more fiber such a big deal? It's because fiber, F-I-B-E-R, is that 5-letter F word that can transform the way you lose weight and keep it off. Because when you're not eating enough naturally high fiber foods, you're missing the ingredient needed to help you avoid declining health and weight gain. In other words, fiber is the key ingredient for a healthier you. After you start eating enough fiber every day, it's almost like magic. Your weight gradually goes back towards a healthier weight. Your energy and stamina return, your doctor's pleasantly surprised when he checks your blood work, and your risk for diseases like type 2 diabetes and heart disease drastically goes down. Eating enough fiber can transform your health, and eating a 75% plate every meal, every day is the easiest way to make sure you're eating enough fiber. Okay, so how do you get good at eating enough fiber? There are 4 steps you can follow to arrive at your goal for eating 75% plates every meal, every day. Step 1, you'll want to practice eating a natural fiber food at every meal for 30 days. We'll help you find the fiber food you already love and help you discover new ones. Step 2, next we'll help you master 75% plate breakfast. That's because the best place for you to focus next is breakfast. Step 3, after that, we'll help you learn how to ace 75% plate suppers. This is one of the hardest steps to master, but we'll surround you with meal ideas galore. Step 4, the last step in your journey towards eating 75% plate is to become a pro at packing 75% plate lunches. Making a high fiber lunch fit into your workday is an art form we'll help you perfect. To begin, you'll want to grow the list of fiber foods you like by eating more of them. So the first step is to practice eating one fiber food every meal. By doing this, you'll discover the fiber foods you already like and uncover new fiber foods you never knew you liked. You'll also find some that you don't like, and that's okay too. There's plenty of fiber foods out there. Your goal is to get a list of 20 or so that you like to eat. Once you're there, you can move on to step 2. We're all in this together. We're all learning from each other and being persistent about making changes that move us towards better health. A bright new day is ahead. Welcome, and I'll see you in the community.